Club, so we get it on Thursday.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel off the underside. Hope you're all well. Joined by the two troops again this week, and we've got a lot to talk about. Before we get into that, just want to let everybody know, please subscribe to the channel, like and comment, all that stuff, all the good stuff as we say. First of all, how you doing, troops?
Good, mate.
Aye,
Good.
no bad.
How are you, Corey? Corey,
Could
you
be
want
worse.
to tell the audience? So you've got one leg at the moment.
And how you done it?
Yes.
Yeah, I did.
Yes, I have currently fucked my leg because I'm a fanny trying to get to the football and didn't make it. And I've dislocated my knee by the looks of things. There it is for every cunt. Fucking smashing.
How exactly did you do it, mate?
Uneven pavement.
On an uneven pavement, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Honestly.
I blame North Lanarkshire Council.
Aye. In fact, I should be getting a claimant for that, the bastards.
I blame Corey for being a fucking idiot. Sorry, mate, but that's
Corey.
just how it goes.
Just go to the local pothole, take a picture and say that's what you felt in.
Aye. I
You
can't
fucking
do
just
that.
said this on live,
It's like it's
you
all over the internet now.
No, hold on a minute. I'm not giving fucking reasons to go get a claim.
Get
What
the
about you,
pip in.
Davey? What you been up to? Anything exciting happening?
The Wayne's football, mate. Saturday, easy win up in Ravenscraig. Well, his game, my guy's Scottish Cup game get cancelled, and then his league game this week coming get cancelled, so they pulled it forward a week. So I just sitting top of the league, 2 games played. He wore his new gloves. I got him lest we forget gloves for November, but he couldn't wait. He wore them on Saturday. The good thing is they're white. They're white and they're still clean because they never done anything. Used his feet.
He does well at all football, doesn't he, man? He's always fucking doing things, winning games.
Mate, Friday night, the coach put out the video with the video of last week, the final, when they were 2 each, and then obviously they won in penalties. So you got to see him saving the 3 penalties again, slagging him, telling him he's shite. Aye, it was good.
Well, you got to take criticism early age and all, but you know what I mean?
Aye, that's it. Mate, you know how bad it is? Every person in his fitness team plays for the school team now, right? So Eddie went for the trials. His team there was an few goalies and decided, fuck, I'll play left back, and didn't get in the team.
That's a bit better order, no?
Probably used to fucking being a goalie, but now, isn't he?
He's in a bit. I know, but
Mate, he's obviously seen the other boys and thought, shit, I'm not going to get picked. I'll try left back. Nobody wants to play left back. He's been left back in the changing room.
We've got Natalie in the night. How you doing, Natalie? Hope you're good, pal. Thanks for joining us.
How was your weekend?
My weekend, it was very, very quiet, mate. I was literally just sitting watching football a lot of the time. Going to be painting next week. I've got a couple of days after October week next week with the rains and that, so going to do a bit of painting and that. But that weekend there was just fucking sitting watching football, mate, as usual. So
it was windy, squirting that and all, wasn't it?
Aye, mate, it was exactly. It's just as soon as you fucking hear that wind, you'll just let us a day for the house, innit? So. Aye, Corey, what have you been doing with your? Have you just been sitting about?
Pretty much trying to walk with my crutches. Trying to get used to that. Aye. Pretty much. I'm scarred out already. Don't know how long it's going to take. I don't know how long it's going to take to heal. I've got an appointment next Thursday in Wishaw General. Hopefully they can get down to the bottom of it because I've had a problem with that knee before. So
this Thursday or next Thursday?
Next Thursday.
So you're off at least for a week and a half.
I will.
Get back in that what with 8 crutches and get the phone answered.
Exactly, man.
That's what I've been told. If I can get in.
Exactly.
No, you end up killing her in the crutches.
That's what I was going to say, man. It's just danger prone. Wrapped up.
I've never had them. I don't know how they work, mate. I've never had ended up with crutches, so I don't know how you do it.
With their hands, because you have to kind of push your weight down, but it's all right.
Good. Well, anyway, you're off, mate, but we need to get into the big, exciting news that broke about 9 o'clock last night. That Rangers manager Russell Martin and his assistant Matt Gill and the first team coach Mike Williamson have all been relieved of their duties at Rangers. Davey, go to come to you first, mate. How are you feeling?
Brilliant.
What you think about it, Mark?
Got myself. Aye, brilliant, mate.
Yourself,
I think put it this way. I wanted them to do well, but see when you're what 7 games into the league, so what are we? Many European games we played 6, 7, maybe more. It's time to go, mate. You're not going to get a tune of players that you're fucking slated. Some of them probably don't even want to be there playing under them, and it tells. So, aye, mate, change is good, isn't it?
Aye, definitely, mate. I mean, it was for me. It should have happened a couple of weeks ago. To be honest with you, I mean, I know that.
Well,
you want
that's
to give a bit
think
of
about
time,
it, Jamie. See if it was at Parkhead and you scored, and then you still sang Martin get the fuck. That tells you something, doesn't it? That doesn't matter if you start winning, you're still no liked.
Aye, and I mean
And
the
then
way he's up playing, and that wasn't just going to turn around.
Aye, he wasn't turning around straight away. But you can't keep counting it and saying, "Oh, it's a project," when he's already bought what 10 players at least. His players,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So, aye, mate, happy. Not that bother. See what happens. It's good, but see when you get all these names linked and everybody thinks they know, and then they can't know. That's the best part about it.
Well, that's what I was going to say. If your ideal pick out of the names that have been dropped, or anybody else, realistically, who is it you would like?
Well, I thought Danny Roll, right? I said that to Corey last night, but I'm actually changed my mind, and I want the curly-headed Dutchman, Mark van Bommel.
Aye,
Mate.
what's he been doing?
He's been at Antwerp, he's been at PSV, and he's been at Wolfsburg. Wolfsburg, he done well at the start, and then it went off one. PSV, he won the first 14, and then it didn't happen. But Antwerp, he won them their first league title in double for 66 years.
When was
this? That was 2023, I think, mate.
Right.
He was in there. I don't know if his contract ran it and he just left him, or it was just time to go. But aye, mate, Antwerp done the double.
Yeah, it's about. I've not even heard that name mentioned. Have you heard that mentioned, or is it just something that you've come up with?
Twitter, mate, last 2 days, fair hard.
All right.
But see, you said 9 o'clock. See, as soon as that whistle went yesterday, mate, there was already names out, and it had already happened because there's stories that it was Jack Butland was going through him, and Patrick Stewart came into the changing room. He's obviously shot it and didn't go outside with all the fans. And fair dues to all the young boys. And there wasn't just young boys, there was a couple older ones there too. Fair fucks to them because they take some doing when the day hangs. The cunts moan at them for getting fined for lighting off pyro. But see, at the end of the day, it's always the boys that are fucking doing something for Rangers.
No, I agree. I mean, the fans have got the right to fucking protest
Aye,
and that
mate.
as well. Thought doesn't boil out to fucking like trying to harm the guy in that, but
Aye. Well, he's done that himself, hasn't he? His reputation's spot.
I definitely. Sometimes ask him in a day. Actually, do you think he'll get another job in football? I think he will, mate. I think he'll. I think his stock's probably still high in League One and all that in England.
I was just reading something no long ago saying that his next job, somebody thinks it'll be Norwich because that's where he's a legend. I don't know. I think they've just got a new manager on that anyway, so it will maybe straight away. But if his next job, it'll be Norwich.
Aye. So you want it to be Van Bommel, but who do you think it'll be?
Make it be empty. You know what it's like. Muscat's a favourite, isn't he? 2-1. Then it's Sean Dyche. When as I said to you last night in the Hangman, you think about Telwell, Everton, Purdy, Everton, and other boys came for Everton. So Dyche is that's the easiest shout, isn't it? It's the easiest one.
Well, we'll see, mate. We'll see. But I mean,
I don't know how.
I think it's going to be Stevie G.
You think that? Well, supposedly he's again. It's rumours in it that he hangs it, but that puts the fans in a position again because do you want Michael Beale back? Because there's no way he's going back without him.
I think he's going to pick somebody else. There's no way Beale can come back. No.
He's not picking somebody else. I think that's what he said the last time. Mike Beale's has, and I seen something today. Didn't watch it all, but it was Emi Martinez talking about Aston Villa. And he says, see the amount of knowledge that he's like, Michael Beale's the talker. Gerrard's not the talker. Michael Beale, what a man! The knowledge he's got about football. That's what Emmy Martinez said.
I know, but you've got
Do you know
knowledge
what I
of
mean?
football, David. Doesn't mean you
No,
can
I
be a
know.
good manager.
But I
I
think
mean,
he's probably talking about fucking tactic-wise, Corey. My tactics is 4-2-3-1. That's my tactics. FIFA fucking champ manager. Anything you want? 4-2-3-1.
ultra attack.
Sometimes I go and push the DMs up, man.
You hear
So
this
you're
shit?
letting Van
You're in
Bommel.
for a
You're
job.
not sure
I
who it'll be.
am,
I
mate.
think Gerrard.
You've said
I seen that. It was Gerrard was 2-1. Muscat Deitch was 6-1 and Van Bommel was 10-1.
I think people were, because Muscat's been thereabouts the last few. He's got 3 games to go. He's already won the league again, I think. So he's won the league in 3 different countries. He's won I think it was the first team to win. The first manager to win that Chinese club, the Oscar, the Shanghai Port, they call themselves now, the double.
Something like
Nobody's ever won the double with him. He's done it. I think it was his first full year. And I think people are putting their heart on him because, like, the way he plays football, like the way Ange's done, because he was Ange's assistant, and then he just carried that on. You know what I mean? But is it going to, can Kevin Muscat come to Scotland and work with that shite we've got?
Well, plus the thing is, it's like Kevin Muscat is going to have knowledge like Ange did the Asian market and, you know, Japanese players and all that as well. So I think if I was a
I think
Rangers
he's
fan...
took a Brazilian. I think he's took a Brazilian for Japan to China with him and that Leonardo. Because I watched a wee YouTube clip somebody put on last night and it was just all the Chinese players, Brazilian players, just talking absolutely good things about him.
Well, I'm going
How
to be
the
honest, mate.
Chinese are playing.
If I was a Rangers fan, I think I'd go for Muscat because what you want right now is a guy who's won things, a guy who knows how to fucking get
Aye, mate.
trophies and, you know, guys like
Everybody's
Stevie
been
G, mate.
one
To me, I think it will be Stevie G, but I actually think that that's going to be a bad move for Rangers. I mean, since he's left Rangers, he's fucking failed at Aston Villa, he's failed in Saudi. You know, the guy was an amazing player. He done well for Rangers getting
Yeah.
10 in a row and all
But
this,
then,
but
Jamie,
to me...
look at Lampard. People wanted Lampard the last time. Look at him. They never got it and look what he's been on to. He's no sitting tap at
I think
Coventry, do you
Lampard's
know
a
what I
better
mean?
manager than Gerrard.
And he's failed at Chelsea, Derby. Do you know what I mean? So it just takes that one club to go to and that clicks, do you know what I mean?
Did he feel at Chelsea and Derby though? I mean,
Aye.
Chelsea probably. Derby, he took it to the playoffs on that.
Chelsea's ones were tied behind his back, weren't he? Because what did they get? An 18-month transfer embargo, so he wasn't allowed to bring... He had to bring the youth through when he was here.
Gerrard was a failure, technically.
Mate, I tell you,
I mean,
I wasn't the one that wanted him.
I know that he was a
Do you know
failure.
what I mean?
I know everyone says
that. What do you think? Who do you think the next manager will be?
I think it will be Stevie G. I wouldn't say he was like, if I was a Rangers fan, he would be my number one choice. It would probably be a Muscat, maybe a Dyche. I think Sean Dyche would do all right up here. I think his football wasn't like the most entertaining to watch, but it
The
gets
good thing with
results.
Dyche is defending, Corey, because look at the teams he's managed. It's all about keeping the team in the league, isn't it?
I think about what's Rangers' issue now is the defence.
No,
They look so scared. You know what I mean? It was like watching
I that Rangers not playing for him. You know what
I
I
don't
mean?
know. It can't be every single player because some of them
Did you watch the game yesterday? Did you watch the game yesterday? Hey, they're not playing for him.
I know, but
nobody's running, nobody's doing nothing.
Somebody getting signed off the guy, then after a couple of weeks and they're already not playing for him.
Let's be honest, the only thing that Stevie G brings you, right, is aura. As Jamie said earlier, his career.
Well, respect thing, aye.
Think about it. Hopefully that Rangers team, Asgard, I think he's for Liverpool, but he plays for Norway. He's probably looked up to him as a fucking player, do you know what I mean? And there'll be a couple more in that team.
Plus, in January, you'll be able to attract players that, you know, Russell Martin couldn't have. So.
Well, you just look, it's not even that. You look at the goals scored and all. But until you scored the 3 goals, I looked at the table on Friday and couldn't believe how many no goals that we have scored, the 2 teams. I think we were on like 8 or something, and we were on 5. And we're 6, 7 games into a league. When's that ever happened?
Do you
Usually
see yourself?
took that in one game off somebody by now. Do you know what I mean? And we're usually behind you with about 4 or 5.
Do you see yourself out of the title
No.
contention? Nah, you
Mate,
not see
see when I
yourself
look at the table with us winning 1-0 and even with yous winning, mate, there's no that. Your user with 9 points up front of us and Hearts are 11. That's 4 games, Corey. That's fucking none. But we need to get our act together to be in that title race.
I don't know. I think if I was a Rangers fan, I would just be worried about getting second place. To be honest,
Oh,
'cause
depends.
I
See
don't
if they
think you'll.
fanny a boot and don't get somebody in this break. What's the break? 2 weeks?
Aye.
This international break. Somebody needs to be in this week. By the end of this week, so they've got a full week before the games. I don't think that will happen.
But it seems like because they've cleared everybody out, it does seem like they might have somebody in mind.
Aye,
'Cause
I
usually
think they'll appoint
You were
somebody
always
fairly
going to
quickly.
clear the decks, but weren't you? You were never going to keep the 2 coaches home and you've sacked the gaffer. They're him. They're his.
I think obviously with the storm that was around Russell Martin for the past few months, I think Rangers would have been daft not to approach other people and said, right, if he goes, we need you lined up. And I think that's going to happen, to be honest. I think he'll
Supposedly
go with some.
they did
This
talk to
time next
people
week, there'll be
behind his back. Supposedly they spoke to people behind his back, but I don't know how long ago.
That happens now, mate. That happens. I mean, I reckon this time next week, there'll definitely be an Rangers manager.
Mate, it's the same. Well, I know we're going to have topic, but same with Ange. I can't believe I thought about sacking him already.
Mental, in it? 7 games.
7 games.
I think he's the first manager in their history not to win a game in the 7 games.
Aye, but he get told right. He get brought in on a Friday, and the first game was a Saturday. Do you know what I mean? It's not as if you get easier games.
I don't think it's right, but I'm just saying.
Don't get me wrong, though. I mean, they had Swansea away in the cup. They were 2-0 up and they get fucking beat. They had you can't be getting beat out of Sunderland at home. You can't be drawing away with Burnley and all that. So there is a few games in there where they should have fucking won.
Closer to him, Airdrie weren't ready. Danny Lennon. When the fuck did they hire him? He's not been there that long.
It was only a few weeks ago, no?
They weren't ready him because they've not won a game. They've been beat every game. I think they've drew one. You know what I mean? So it's
Corey, we're going to the Celtic game in a wee second, but Natalie's asking, Corey, who do you want replacement of Brendan Rodgers when he leaves the end of season?
He thought Big Ange get sacked.
Aye, bring him back.
I know he is.
I don't know.
I'd take him back in a heartbeat.
I know.
I would take him back, but I don't think he would come back. See, to be honest, I don't have a Scooby because I still think in my mind that the board want John Kennedy as the manager at some point, but I don't know. I couldn't even think of a manager there now to would take the job. I know that sounds a bit daft, but it's just I don't know. I think there's still a good possibility that he'll stay, but I think it depends on January if he's going to get any sort of backing.
What do you think Brendan Rodgers' performance has been like this season, mate? Obviously, getting put out of the Champions League so early. You know, poor game last week against Braga. Not exactly been performing in the league. All right, got a late win last night, but I don't know, mate. What do you think, Brendan Rodgers at this present time at Celtic?
He doesn't really seem to have a plan B, which I think is a bit of an issue. Like we were 2-1 down, but we were still playing the same way. There wasn't like any changes. I don't think he changes the team too much or changes his tactics too much, which I see as a bit of an issue because obviously sometimes teams set up to frustrate you. We need to change it to get us a better chance of winning. But it doesn't seem like Rodgers ever changes it. It's kind of the same as Ange in a way. Maybe all modern football managers don't really change it, but you need to be adaptable as a manager, and it's not really showing this season that he's got any adaptability to change. Or I think even his substitutions are a bit strange from time to time. I don't really get why he takes people off or like he dropped a Tati a couple of weeks ago for Bernardo, and Bernardo played a lot better than after he drops him again. I don't really get that, and the whole thing with Donovan as well. He's a lot better than Ralston. Ralston was at fault for the first goal as well for Motherwell, and I don't really think you would get that for Donovan. So I don't really get where his thinking is. Like, why does Ralston have to be on the pitch before that Donovan, who's been a lot better? He's not really performing, but he's still trying to get him in the first team, in the first 11, starting 11. I just don't really see his logic, but I think he's underperformed massively as a Celtic manager. I think he'll be the first one to admit that himself.
Just basically what you're talking about there. I mean, it seems to me at this point in the season, which is quite alarming actually, about however many games we're in, I don't think that Brendan Rodgers really knows who he thinks is his first team. You know, obviously he dropped Nigrin yesterday. I don't know whether it's just a squad rotation or whether he thinks, you know, this guy needs a rest or this guy comes in for this game or whatever. But Brendan Rodgers is usually one for playing his best teams whenever he can. So what do you make of that, mate? Obviously, as you say, Bernardo was playing during the week, he's taken out the team, Hatate's in and out, McCowan even started yesterday. So yeah, it's a bit interesting to see that because, like I say, mate, he usually has that team in mind.
No, you're probably right. He probably doesn't know his best starting 11. You can probably put that down, and maybe he doesn't have the players that he thought he was going to get, or there's still players there that he probably wanted to get rid of, and they're still at the club or something. Like, I don't know. But as an elite manager, which I think Rodgers is, you need to just that's the cards you're dealt. You need to deal with it, and it just seems like he's not been able to in the past. We got a result yesterday, but we got away with one. I mean, the majority of that game, I didn't think Celtic played really well. Motherwell, if I was a Motherwell fan, I'd be disappointed that we got away with fuck all because they played really well and we played really shite. So I just don't get. I don't get it with Rodgers. I don't know if it's him kind of just biding his time before his contract does run out or whatever. But I don't know. There's something going on, and hopefully the international break, he can just don't know. Even himself have a break and rethink some of his tactics or even the way people are playing because he's playing people are just fucking dog meat.
Aye. Davey, see, going back to you for a wee second, mate. What did you actually make of the game yesterday? I know we've spoken about Russell Martin and that, but what did you make of the game in general?
I wasn't in the house, Jamie, so I watched it kind of on my phone, so I wasn't really fucking paying attention that much. I was just even in Halfords when I was kicking about my phone, do you know what I mean? But for what I seen, first 5 minutes, the Rangers started all right, but they just let Falkirk, as I said, the players weren't playing from me. They were letting Falkirk do what they wanted. Like Falkirk are the team that scored the most goals for crosses, so we were just letting them throw things in the box. Do you know what I mean? And then Miovski scores the goal for Miovski. They could have, to be fair, see if Rangers with Miovski had a better first touch yesterday, but they probably scored about 3 goals. But he kept letting it go by him and all that as if it was all meant. So I don't know, mate. But aye, it's one of the ones. It's been the same performance every week. I'm just hoping that somebody gets him out of jail, mate. But see, getting back to your game, what was Nigrin's celebration all about to the fans?
I think that's just a celebration. I think that's
what happened? I didn't see it.
I think it's just a celebration. He does that, but he's done it.
Let's talk. See if we scored that goal against Motherwell, man, there'd be fucking match fixings going about against us. Keeper David straight there.
No, I seen tweets about it saying, "Who the fuck does he think he is?" Blah blah blah. But he's done it with every goal he scored.
That's the first time I've seen it, mate.
I think it's just him like, "Who's the fucking man?" type of thing. But because of the way, like the fans towards the board and all that, and the way we're playing, it does seem seems a bit bad. But I think that's just a celebration.
Was that meeting the day with the Celtic trusting on it, Celtic fans?
I was meant to be. I haven't heard it. I think it's meant to go ahead, but I haven't heard anything like it was good or like. See, usually you get a tweet or something like, "Oh, it went well." progressive talks and all that shit. I haven't heard
You
any,
know,
so I don't know.
as soon as it goes online, mate, every Celtic group will be sharing it
Aye.
anyway, so you'll get
Aye,
it
that's it.
eventually. But I
Aye.
was thinking, do you think they're just saying that to fucking stop the protesting for a couple of games?
I think it's like watching
Because
the game. I was watching it on my phone on Thursday, but you seen the amount of people that didn't get a ticket for the game, so they've probably noticed. Oh
aye,
fuck, could have been serious type of thing. But I seen a photo as well. We scored that last minute winner, and Lowell's just on his phone.
well, I
So
think
it's
it
like
was Thursday night.
you don't even seem to be like a Celtic fan. Like, see if he says, "Oh, I'm a big Celtic fan. I've followed them for years." The fan in you would just come out and do fucking show a bit of
You've got to
passion.
say that, but hadn't you? To
Aye,
keep
but
everybody.
they would come out. It would come out eventually because you
Aye.
see, like Rod. I know Rod Stewart's no fucking the best example, but he's. You know what I mean? But you see people in that the fancier
Aye.
seats celebrating and you're like they're proper fans, but they're just sitting there looking at emails, looking at their phones. I'm like, you're not really the
Is that the
board
video
and the
with the
fans.
two of them? The
I
two of
know
them
you
doing it on
seen
their
Nicholson.
phones? And the two of
That
them put
was
their phones away at the exact same time, and then is that Mackay
uh,
was sitting next to him? Because somebody was having a go, I'm smirking at his phone while you were getting
Aye.
beat 1-2, whatever it was.
See,
You know
doesn't.
what I
that
mean?
kind of annoys me. That kind of
Yes.
annoys me. I mean,
It
how
was,
the amount of they just sit there fucking grill faced the whole time. You know what I mean? It's like,
but it's one of the things where, you know, it's fans of me.
I
If
get
you hadn't
TikTok. I
scored
mean,
that last minute goal, you would have probably been at that car park yesterday.
sharks out.
Because that would have been what, 2 draws in a row at home.
Aye.
nah.
I think it
Do you
would
know
be
what I
the
mean? It
first
would have been the
time.
start of something.
If we didn't score yesterday, it would be the first time in 16 years we've not scored in 3 games.
Aye.
I
I
mean,
heard that the first day, mate.
so the like we aren't playing well, which is down to the players and the manager, which we do know. What's
Correct.
sorry, what was that?
Gory, what do you think of Pusey, Inamura, Shin, Yamada? I'm assuming being nowhere near it.
I
She's
know
doing.
that's what I was going to say. I don't know what I think about them. That
Um,
Pusey's no had a minute. That Anamura looked all right, but I seen him playing with the B team a couple of weeks ago, and that Shin's just nowhere to be seen. So that's why I'm convinced they weren't Rodgers signings. They couldn't have been.
100%. I mean, it's bizarre though because Shin Yamada came on against fucking Rangers. You know what I mean?
Aye,
And
but that
it's
was
like,
like we were
See
desperate
every
need
one of
because
your
like they were
games
still
this
in
year.
Swansea.
Every one of your games this year has been like a different change, but in it, it's like leave them out of the European squad, but we'll put them on the bench for the league game as soon as I've left them out. I'll play because I've heard people say he keeps playing these players, but McCown doesn't get a shot. And yesterday McCown starts. Bernardo during the week before get a couple of chances. It looks as if he's just basically telling the board, I'm just going to fuck about with this team because you've never got me what I wanted.
aye.
To me,
And
But
you
you
I'm
know,
the one
can't
of
do
you, you know
that.
what I mean?
actually,
You
we
can't
actually
do that.
mentioned this. Was it last week we were talking about this?
I think
About
we've
how
mentioned it before. I think. Aye.
Brendan Rodgers is really
With
pissing
games.
me off now because for months and months Brendan Rodgers was it last week I was talking about this. Well, for months and months
Good
Brendan
idea.
Rodgers was going on about having wee digs at the board and all that. You know what I mean? He was going, oh fucking, we need this quality, we need that quality, and we all clearly seen that it was all digs at the board. And then as soon as fucking the transfer window nearly closes, he's gone, I don't really like it. You know what? We're all one big family and all this, and then you
Aye.
know, and then aye, we're all one big family and all that. And then he's going on about the protest. I don't think Celtic fans should do that. We should all turn up. And I'm like, you're the one that fucking fueled the fire for months, mate. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Even now, as you say, Davey, he's making wee fucking sly digs with his, his team selections and who he's playing and who he's not playing and all that. And, playing fucking James Forrester in Kazakhstan, playing Yang at left mid. These are all things aimed at the board, right? Definitely. And yet he comes out and goes, "Oh, we shouldn't be Celtic fans shouldn't be doing this." To me, Brendan Rodgers has got a lot to answer for this season. All right, he
Right.
got a last minute goal last night and all that, but for me, I think Brendan Rodgers is
Papers there, they cracks for our
actually
week like Livingston last week, mate.
aye.
Aye.
Does
Aye.
And what
if
I'm
it's
worried
weird,
about with Rodgers the new is he going down the road of, well, I'm fucking out of here in a few months at the end of the fucking season. The way he done at Leicester, because as far as I'm concerned, 100% he down tools at Leicester in that last season. You know what I mean?
nah, He never got
So,
to answer back then
Brendan
either.
Rodgers to me is too emotional. He's too emotional. I think he does this now again. Don't you think of that?
If that's the case, Jamie,
Aye,
then
mate.
I would rather just
That's
get him
what
the
you do.
fucking out. Because I'd rather have a manager there, like what I
Ah,
said
big
earlier
football
on.
package, mate.
Aye, you've
You've been
got,
there a year left, you know what I mean?
you've got. This is the cards you've got. You fucking have to deal with it. You can't just throw your toys at the pram, chopping, changing the team. That this is all supposedly and hypothetically that he is doing it. But see, if he is doing that, then after it's like get to fuck. You can't be doing that. You can't be just fanning about with the team and dropping points left, right, and centre just because either you're making digs at the board or just to fucking get your head sorted. I mean,
But the
I
I
think
digs
that
have.
at
would
the board, I think the digs at the boards keeps them in with certain Celtic fans because you're doing it.
probably because
Do
Oh,
you
he's
know what
not
I mean?
100%, David.
performing well.
100% agree
Do you
with
know
that.
what I
Aye,
mean?
aye,
I've got a
100%.
question for Natalie if she's still kicking about. Who does
Aye,
she
Natalie's
want as
still
the
here.
new
Natalie's
Celtic
still here.
manager, or
Aye.
who does she hope will be the new Celtic manager?
I
There you
don't
go,
know
Natalie.
who's.
Answer that
She's only
question. Who
one
do you want to be the next Celtic
question in.
manager?
I
But to
couldn't tell
me,
you who I would want.
to be honest with you, see what I just my wee rant about Rodgers there and all that. I don't think Brendan Rodgers is necessarily doing it on purpose. Do you know what I
He's
mean?
just
I just
partner.
think he's that kind of guy, man, who's just fucking. He's dead emotional,
Centre
and he's like, you know
attention.
what, I'm fucking out here, and subconsciously, he's just like fucking gave up, man.
Well, you look at me. You've paid 5 million for the two wingers, whatever, right? You've spent money this year. Look at Hearts.
No,
You're bringing people out of Estonia, fucking this country, that country, and it's working.
aye,
As
that's
working,
due to
but
their scouting
It's not
network
going to
because
finish
that's so.
working, but you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? You
But
spent
uh,
what, 5 million on with all the players that
let's
they
let's
bought?
let's let's talk about Hearts since we're on that subject. Did you watch the
Aye,
Ibrox
we'll
derby
go
on
there, mate.
Saturday?
I watched some of it, mate. I never seen the goal, but I seen some of it, and it was first half. You would have thought Hibs were going to beat them.
I thought it was a shy game.
It was a shite game. I watched the
I
game,
Oh,
thought
man.
it was all right,
Hibs should
mate.
Hibs should
I
have
thought
won,
it was
man.
shite.
Martin Boyle, that one where he's through and goal hits the bar. That should have been a fucking goal.
Aye.
He was offside slightly, scored that goal right off offside. But again, shouldn't be getting caught offside with his fucking pace in that situation.
Aye.
Uh, just a couple of wee kind of things like that. I thought the boy that played for Hearts, what's his name? The boy in the wing.
Braga.
Is it?
Uh,
No.
eh?
Is it the boy that starts with a K? Christius?
No,
He
no,
scored
no,
that
no.
filter last week.
I think he's either I think he's maybe Scottish or English.
Mullen?
No, Mullen.
McEntee?
No. Ahead of him.
Fuck's sake,
Uh,
what player? I can't get it
No.
on, but
the boy, he played right back, I'm
Shut
sure.
Right back.
Mullen?
Kind of right wing back kind of thing.
Blondie here?
Aye.
Mullen?
Is his name Mullen? I think that's his name, mate.
Harry Mullen.
Aye. That's the boy for Parkin Thistle.
Aye.
Milne.
Mullen?
Oh,
It's no Mullen, it's Milne.
Fucking same thing.
I know
Him,
you
I
would
thought
have
he was
got it for
fucking. I
there.
thought he was.
Said it
I
twice,
thought
you
he.
said no, no.
I thought he was
That-
shite, man. I thought everything that he fucking touched was just turned into a complete disaster.
Well,
Uh,
Corey praised him last week.
Aye.
I know.
He's
It might have
he
just
has
been a bad
alright.
game or whatever, but I thought
Yeah,
he was
has been
But
terrible.
alright.
did you think
I
about it,
thought.
Jamie? He's took the step up and all, and he Partick Thistle. So it's
Aye.
working.
I
They're
know,
taking place to fucking lower leagues in Scotland.
Aye. I thought Shankland was pretty poor. Do you know what I noticed? That I don't know if this normal. Shankland, he was playing there like a number 10. I thought.
Aye.
No,
I
he
think they
kept
do
coming
that.
deep
I
and
think
all
he
that.
does that. No.
Aye.
I think him and Braga just
Aye,
do
they
it the back.
swap around.
One
Aye.
and one.
Aye.
Braga sometimes out in the wing. He'll be the main focal point in that. I think it's just the way they play now, mate, to get
Because
the two of them involved.
I didn't really notice that. I've not really seen a lot of Hearts this season, but I did notice that. But I'm not going to lie, Davey. I'm not going to lie, Corey. I didn't really think that there was any kind of competition there for Celtic to worry about. I'm not going to lie. To be honest with you, I mean, all right, they scored a last minute winner. Like I say, Hibs should have won the game. Hibs will be really disappointed with losing that goal in the last minute because it's a free kick. You're expecting them to defend that properly, but there's nothing in that team that I seen on Saturday that I thought they're going to win the league. Nothing.
But it's them getting results against
The beer
the
team.
the
Right.
quote unquote weird teams like the St Mirrens and your Livingstons and all that. No
So,
disrespect to them, but they're getting the results quite comfortably, and we're
right.
struggling against Motherwell and they're Rangers are struggling against
Nah,
Falkirk
mate,
and St
I've
Mirren
got to
and
take
stuff like
Motherwell
that. I
back
mean,
out because Motherwell have probably been the team of the season, mate. The way they're playing under that manager.
aye,
They're
that's
playing well.
fair enough.
But
But
I
Hearts
know
are
what you're
getting
saying,
the
Corey,
job.
They
but
sit back. Do you know
I know
what I
what you're
mean?
saying, Corey, but I think that we had this conversation last year. You know what I mean? See as the months go on and on and on and the squads start to fucking come into it. You know, guys sitting on the bench for Hearts, right? You know, we're talking about Celtic here at the weekend there. Negrin came on and scored, and we've got guys sitting on the bench who are more than capable of coming on and doing that. Hearts don't have that. Hearts don't have
Mate,
the same calibre of players.
I
They
think
don't, man.
see
I
the last
don't
one.
I don't
Go,
think a
Corey.
title challenge is going to happen. But I think they've got the best case for second than any other team.
Second, aye.
Aye, 100%. I get what Davies shaking his head, but the thing I was watching Sports in the day. Then after they said it was the Hearts, they were comparing Hearts and Rangers the now because obviously Hearts were roughly where Rangers are the now, and then after they couldn't get enough points to make it up, but they were saying Rangers being as poor, they're worse than they were last season. Do you think they'll be able to get the same point gap, or do you think it? Because I think Hearts are going to get better. I think in January they're going to with this scout network. I think they will. I think they will because I
It's
don't
mad
think.
it's that scouting network, isn't it? How it
Aye,
works.
it's that scouting network that they go in and do. Well, see if just say that Shankland in January is like I'm away. McInnes just says, "Can I get a striker like Shankland? This is my budget," and they find about 5 or 10 players. That's why Davies saying they're getting people for Estonia, the third division of Italy. They're doing it within their budget, so they're
Well,
not going
they're
to.
very clever, but they're not
Aye,
going to
so I
compete
think
in. They're going to do a title challenge,
Well,
and it's
there's
like you're
I
one
think
saying.
they
for
will.
you.
I think they
See
will.
the
You don't need to
Belgian team.
spend millions for it.
See the Belgian team. They bought a striker for say 2.3 million. They went to Benfica there for 23 million after a year.
Aye,
Oh,
so
their business is good, and obviously Tony Bloom knows what he's doing and all that. He's got experience from
Aye.
Brighton, but they're not
Supposedly
going
it
to.
was
They're
the
not going to
same in
title
his
challenge.
career as a poker player. Nobody took him
aye.
serious and he fucking ran round with everybody.
I
Jim
think it's a
Delahunt
bit.
as well. I've seen Jim Delahunt talking about Tony Bloom because Tony Bloom's involved in horse racing now as well. And I
Aye,
think
I
Tony
think
Bloom's
everything he
well.
does, he ends up a success
Aye.
to be fair to him.
I
Go to
think he's really
Brighton.
respected in that kind of field and that
Mm-hmm.
as well. So
But the
But
first team I remember doing that stuff was remember Southampton when they came back up and they had all the good managers, Pochettino, Gunman. That's the way they were doing it. They were putting in an extra, like the player that was leaving, say Tadic, and they were trying to get somebody similar for their
like for
prices.
like.
Do you know what I
Aye,
mean? It just means you've only got a certain amount of players, but you just worked on that list that somebody says I eat.
aye.
Do you know what I mean?
Right.
But
But
I,
I know
Corey, you made the comment there, right? If Shankland goes in January, what if Shankland gets injured in training next
tomorrow.
week?
It'll
I
not
the
be with
more,
Scotland anyway.
but you would deal with that just like any other team. But I was just
But they
meaning like,
can't, though. But they can't. They've
I,
not got. If Diza Maida gets injured, we've got Ian Acho, right? Where if fucking Miofsky gets injured, they've got the boy for Everton. Rangers have got the boy for Everton and all that, right? Hearts don't have these players to come in and
They
step
need
into
to
like a
change
guy like Shankland's
formation.
boots.
They would
I,
need
the,
to change formation and play one up front instead of the two that they're doing
I
now.
think Dave McInnes is a manager.
Craig Halkett is fucking looking amazing. If he gets injured, they're going to bring in
Mate,
some centre half who's no good enough.
how many
But how
managers
do you
has
know?
he injured under? And he's played nearly every game, I think, this year.
But how
I
do you
know
know
it's
they're
weird,
not
isn't
good
it?
enough?
What a
Because
player, but
it could
I
just be
know.
the manager. Because you know what Derek McInnes is like. He makes shite players good. So you
Nah,
make
make
it
them
no,
a
feel
youth
better.
player,
no enough
throw
to
them
win a
in
league,
and
though.
make
No
them
enough
be
to win a
better.
league.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying they are. I'm just saying that they've got the best chance of being second. And if I was a Hearts fan, I would probably say this is the best year to even think about
Right, right.
going for the title because Rangers are in a pure state of affairs. They're managerless now. We've got a manager who we're all assuming is through the toys at the pram and wants to just fucking leave. So, see, if I was Hearts, I would be like, could they?
Aye. Throw everything
But
at it.
I don't think it will personally. But see, if I was a Hearts fan, I would think like, here, this could be the best opportunity we've got. So they
I mean,
might
I to
throw it.
finish second, I agree with that. But
I know,
again,
but they
if
might
Rangers,
throw everything at it to maybe sneak first.
see,
What
I don't think
depends
it
on
will.
it looks
there we
in
go.
January,
See,
doesn't it?
you're turning around one breath, Corey, and saying I'm not saying that, and then you're turning around a second breath by saying,
I'm
they
saying
might
if I
first,
was
they
a
might try and
Hearts
push.
fan, if I
But
was a Hearts fan, can you hear me in Hartland? If I was a Hearts fan, That's
Wait,
what I'm
I'm sorry,
saying.
you said you wanted Danny Ings
I'm
to
not
take
talking
his
about Hearts
business
fan. I'm
that.
asking you. What do you think?
Oh, but what I'm saying, as if I was a Hearts fan, I'm not just an
You're not a
fan.
fucking
So I
Hearts fan,
don't,
though. So, as a Celtic fan, what
I
do
don't
you
think
think?
it'll happen, mate. I
I think
don't.
he's a
But
scum.
as a Hearts fan, I think I would.
What? It doesn't even make any fucking sense, man.
But if I was a Hearts fan, I
Leave
would.
him, he's got his hair leg, Jamie.
No, but Davey, you know what
He's
I was
not
saying?
up.
If I was a Hearts fan, I would think
It's the
this is the
same.
best opportunity.
Aberdeen fans up until fucking when
Aye,
Christmas
they
last
thought
year.
that and all, but we weren't
And
really
then
in the
me
bad
and Jamie
state
kept
ourselves
telling
either.
you every week when Corey says, no, I think Aberdeen
Mate,
could stick. I think
I'm
Aberdeen will
not
be
saying
safe.
that is. I'm not saying they're going to challenge for the title, but I'm
Nah, I
saying
know,
if,
mate, I know.
but Hearts fans will. That's what I'm saying.
Right,
Aye,
okay,
it'll come,
okay.
but that's
I
the
kind
thing.
of get what you're saying. I kind of get what you're saying, but
I
like,
mean,
I mean, yeah. Let's put it this way, Corey. Right, if Rangers get the next appointment right of the manager, Rangers will get second.
I know, but how many
Correct.
times are they going to get the next appointment right?
Well, that's the big question we've got to ask now, isn't it? That's what's
Did they
going to
get
happen.
somebody just in for the end of the season, or are they going to get somebody here for the years and then after they're going to get sacked in October next year?
Don't know, mate. Well, Stevie G get 3 years
That's
the last time. You've said
well,
you want Stevie G back.
aye, so take him back.
The
One
Russell
So,
Martins
trophy,
thing
one
shows you,
trophy,
but that
nine.
you're not going to get 3 year this time. But Stevie G's not
No.
getting 3 year.
I
nah,
You
wouldn't
know,
no,
when
I'm
he
give.
comes
kidding.
back, he's getting fucking a year tops, man.
If I was
Um,
if the Rangers board, I wouldn't do 3-4 year contracts, do year rolling contracts, because you are doing that and dishing out a good bit of money every single time you're signing managers.
Mate,
So just do it like
agreed,
year rolling.
agreed.
he's meant to be. Want to see the
I
playoffs he's
can.
going to get, mate? Favourite, I think.
No,
Nah,
I
I
mean,
mean, you are doing that nearly every season. You can't
Aye,
keep doing
mate.
that, man.
I
Can't
I
keep
get
doing
that
that.
they're fucking wanting to back the manager and show intent and all that, but you know, you've got to be really, really
Mate,
confident in your manager. You know
mate,
what I mean?
some fans are only happy with just Martin away, by the way. They
Yeah, they
want the
want
other two
everybody.
away too.
Yeah.
Who?
Thelwell and Stewart.
Aye.
All right,
It's not
Did you
just
see the
Martin they
video?
want it.
I know we were talking about it, Davey, but did you see that video of the Rangers fans after the game on Thursday, Davey? Jamie?
Aye. And see people saying, oh, they were
I've
out
seen that.
of Where the fuck?
They were
They were
shouting and
nearly
bawling in
order.
the middle of like a hotel lobby of the.
Mate,
Oh,
they were
that one?
staying
No,
in
I
the
heard
same
of it. I
hotel.
never seen it.
They were staying in the same hotel, and see the thing is, they weren't shouting at the start when they went at him and said this is a fucking disgrace. And I'm pretty sure any of your fans that were staying in your fucking hotel would say
Oh,
the
aye.
same to
That's
Lawwell.
right.
So
It's not
you've got
something I would do right
pages
enough.
on,
But I
but
don't think I
see
would
the
have
thing
the
is,
balls to do it.
you can't have your chairman coming out and saying to one fan, who would you hire?
I know that's
You
mental.
get fucking paid the big bucks. I just
Aye.
pay the money to come and
Aye,
watch this
that's
shit.
a bollocks fucking. That's a
Do you know
bollocks
what I mean?
reply, isn't it? Is that
Who
what you
would you?
said? Aye,
Aye.
who would you? Who would you?
Aye.
And then when
But
they didn't like it, they were like, oh, stop shouting, oh, blah.
aye.
No, mate, you
I
fucking
think
listen to me.
I think that shirt wanted him to say somebody like Mourinho, and he's
But
like, "Well, that's not going to happen. Let's be
the
realistic."
best
He
thing
wanted him
was,
to sound like a fanny.
I
Who
don't know
said
if it was
that?
Stuart or Tellwell that he called a specky bastard and they couldn't take his specs off.
Yeah.
Aye, I heard of it. Aye. Aye.
No, Jamie, I
That,
was saying. No, Jamie, I was saying like David. That Stuart, I think, wanted a fan to say somebody like Pep Guardiola, some pure
Aye,
outrageous to make the fan look like a fanny. Like, well, let's be realistic here, but it
whereas the
never
fan
happened.
was
So he wasn't
sorry.
happy about it, and he says, "Oh, let's stop shouting and all that." So he was trying to make it. The way I watched it, he made it look as if he was trying to make the Rangers fan look out to be a pure imbecile.
to me,
Aye.
I don't agree with approaching guys in hotels and all that. It's a bit neddy behaviour, isn't it? Same as Celtic fans. I don't agree with it. I mean,
But
mind
you've
Peter
got,
Lawwell
seen
get
this
abused
day and
outside.
age,
But to,
Jamie, too many cameras, mate. It's all for show, innit? Think
to be
about you, mate.
fair,
If a player, what can I get a 40? No surrender or hail, whatever they've got to say. Vice versa. If it's a Rangers player meeting a Celtic fan, you've got to do it with your pal on the camera out. It's no for
uh,
fucking doing it because you love
it
the club.
was
It's the
it
day for
Aye.
wasn't
likes.
Hundred
it
percent.
wasn't
I mean, I'm
too
all for one for fans who expressing their opinion and all that, but there's a time and a place. You don't go up to a guy in a
Aye,
fucking hotel
mate.
and
it
you know what I
wasn't too
mean.
bad though. Like David was
Nah,
saying, it was
I
just
agree with it,
more
mate. And I
that
agree with
this is a bit
yesterday's
fucking
protest.
shit.
Yesterday,
This is a bit
yesterday
shit.
gave me a name, I tell you that.
Oh, aye, outside the ground, all that. I'm up for. Aye, definitely. Don't
You know
really
what?
agree
They're
with
doing the
approaching
bus.
a guy
I
in a
agree
hotel
with
right
that.
enough.
100%. Make them walk, David. What was it Roy Keane said about David De Gea? Fucking make him walk him.
Make him
Remember,
walk.
was it David De Gea, wasn't it?
That's right.
I'd
I'd
Harry
make him
Maguire,
walk
that
him or Harry
Scotland.
Maguire or somebody. I'd make him walk him. So I agree with that. Yeah.
The other results for the weekend, Aberdeen pumped at Dundee. Obviously, that's going to take a wee bit of pressure off Jimmy Tallon.
First goals of the season and you put 4 in.
You know, it's Dundee right enough, so that's going to put pressure on Stephen Presley as well.
Aye. But Aberdeen still bottom, aren't they?
Aye. By a point or two,
A
I think
point
it
or
is.
something. Aye.
Aye. There's Dundee's
But
above them.
that'll keep their fans will think that's him going to win the league now because they've started winning.
Corey's like that, you're going to win the league, no bother.
No, I wasn't saying that.
If you
But
were an Aberdeen fan, you'd think this could be the season.
Aye.
And the eyes are Aberdeen fan.
Aye, and the eyes. No,
If you're an Aberdeen fan.
I think if
They're still
Aberdeen...
classing him. They're still classed themselves as obviously they are, but they're still going on about that Scottish Cup they won last year. You know what I mean?
I know, but
And again, they spent money because you look at the midfield and the strikers and all that. That Carlson, he was about 13 million to Bologna 2 years ago.
aye.
Corey, you want me to mute him? You've tried to say that sentence about 10 times.
But
You've tried to talk about 10 times.
I know, I just keep saying aye with what David was saying. No, but aye.
No, but Stuart Armstrong, that's a good thing. We all said that was a good signing when that happened, and what's happened? Fuck all.
See,
you know what I mean?
The other day.
Aye.
Actually,
But
forgot he
he's
was
had
there.
fucking 6 games before that, Corey. 3 games. Do you know what I mean?
Jack Aberdeen can go on a wee run now, but...
Nah,
Oh, mate.
I don't think so.
He's fucking mad, isn't it? Last year we were talking about him drama.
We need to give a wee shout out to Kilmarnock, man. 3rd in the league.
Aye, mate. That's the thing. As I said, when I checked when we were 1-0 up, we were still 4 because of their goals. Do you know what I mean?
Aye, fair.
Who is it? It's Kettlewell, isn't it?
Kettlewell.
Again, what's he renowned for? Doing well at the start and then falling away.
Aye. Aye.
Do you know what I mean?
I actually quite rate him as a manager, man. I really do.
Nah, he's always the Kilmarnock fans keep up his back. He'll be there for years. Do you know what I mean? Motherwell fans didn't appreciate him as much at the end.
Do you remember when they used to shave that wee bit? They used to come at a point, he used to always shave it before an interview and it looked fucking daft.
Remember when he got hired by Ross County and he did somebody else and it was like joint managers, the two of them?
Aye, co-managers. What was that about?
Corey, we can't really be doing the road of slagging cunts haircuts on here.
I know, mate. What the fucking state of my haircut? Jamie Sidon has.
I'd rather this than shaving the wee bit there to make it look fucking even.
No, you wouldn't. No,
I would. I'm happy being a baldy bastard.
Mate, I've been cutting this for Tuesday. I had 4 days off last week because of that fucking tumble dryer and I still never cut my hair.
Too scared in case it goes on fire.
No.
Aye, Kilmarnock beat St Mirren, didn't they? That was obviously,
yes, nothing.
That was a good victory as well. I think he gave wee Robbie and fucking Ryan Pelter Corey, aye?
Good, yes, I did. Sent him a Kelly pie down, that's my dinner sorted the night.
Did they bite to you?
Well, Ryan called me a prick. Robbie took it on the chin and just says, aye, we didn't perform.
Robbie's the professional one, Ryan's the fucking...
Aye, Ryan just called me a prick. See,
I like Ryan.
Aye, he tells you how it is. Like, hard to deny.
But see, talking about performances, what's happening with the fantasy league trips?
I haven't even checked mine this week.
Mine's just... I think I went up a space or 2 at the weekend there, but...
Last time I checked, I was 10th or 11th.
Wait, I only check to make sure I'm in front of you, and that's all I care about. I'm not winning it. But as long as I'm in front of you, damn, I don't care.
I will need to actually talk more about that on here, man. We'll need to talk more about that on here.
That's what I thought. But getting into the weekend, I was in front of the Freeze. I don't know how it ended.
Who's tapped?
I was saying good.
Was it Liam?
I think it was Liam last time I checked it. Liam Dickens.
You see, he's got everybody, you know.
He's getting...
Is that what Matson's team or something? Is it Matson's they're called? I don't know. I'm just trying to think of the name of the teams.
I think.
But
it's fucking...
these since this one's went all right, you know, I think we should do one like next year, like say £20 a ticket, like a hang me, and donate half it to charity or something, the rest of it goes to the winner.
Well, look at Davey. Fucking
you know what I mean?
I like it.
I have no cut my hair yet, mate. When I go
know.
bald,
By
I'm
the way,
stupid.
we're actually talking about that. What date's it today?
6.
The
Cheers.
6th. We're only 9 days away for our anniversary, guys.
Aye.
9
we
days
gonna
No,
away
do
for
it's
for
our
it?
really 9.
9 years.
I came in after it. Used to started it. I came in after.
Yeah, but we're 9 years
You're
away for
11
your
days until
anniversary.
yours.
Oh, Flinders side, I'll celebrate that. What we did for it? Party hats, nibbling.
Getting legless.
Aye.
Yeah.
Legless.
Aye, we
Aye.
could do
And if we
something
want
for
to
that.
talk about what happened in English football, Liverpool get beat again.
Aye, mate.
What's up with Liverpool, by the way? They just look so bad.
Too many fucking superstars, mate.
I heard somebody say to me the day they've been unclocked. That's what Klopp at him. They're shite now.
Oh, I'd fucking agree with that if they didn't win the league last season.
I know, mate. But see, the thing is, it's just one of the things where it happens, doesn't it? You can't fucking be as good all the time.
I know.
They've got all
But
these
Dyke was
players.
saying after the match, you know, it was always going to be a hard season, obviously, after what happened with Jota and that. But
Aye,
don't
win
know
now,
whether-
but you can't put your full season getting
Aye,
beat 3 in a
can't do
row
that.
into that.
I know.
You know what I mean?
It's obviously going to play in their minds, though, you know what I mean?
Aye,
Surely
obviously.
every fucking game they're thinking Jota was here fucking last season, do you know what I mean? But
Aye, and the fans are singing it in the stands, do you know what I mean? Every 20th minute, the clap goes round the home games.
yeah,
But let's be honest, did any of you see Caicedo's goal?
no.
Fucking beautiful.
Rocket, mate. Rocket.
Beautiful.
Van
Couldn't
Dijk
have fucked
is
any
better
better.
like a wee prostitute on fucking adult works.
I seen
How do you know what adult works is?
Seen my customers downloading a tab.
Downloading a tart.
Mate, he was in to pick a boiler up and that he was getting one for that postcode he was doing the job in.
That's mad.
One text message and it's set up, boom, off.
And that's curtains. Rubber
and that
ducky.
Rubber Duck says that, and that's curtains for Martin.
Again,
we
some
spoke
set
about
a
it
cut and
earlier,
go.
mate. We spoke about it earlier, Rubber Duck. Aye, it's a big news story. Jamie Brown says Russell Martin had a middle parting changed to a permanent parting. There we go. There we go. Cheers, Jamie. Aye, what else happened at the weekend? So, Liverpool. Too many superstars, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Isak,
They're not doing the job.
No. But I don't think you're ever going to get the money worth for Isak.
No, but I
That's
like
too much money to spend on
they
a player.
signed the boy for Leverkusen and every cunt raved about him and he's probably been the worst signing they've signed.
Oh, he's
Because
terrible, man.
they're all getting it. Wirtz is getting it. Frimpong's getting it. Isaac's getting it so far. But see, the thing is, that Sloboside wasn't as good at the start. You've got to give young boys time to fucking out into a new country. Whereas England just think, he's a superstar, he'll be brilliant. Doesn't he? What?
Was it Russell Martin's mum that picked him up from Falkirk?
No, that was his mom. Was fucking hanging him at the door, wasn't it?
I've
The
texted him
bodyguard.
all about it. Aye.
I was singing Whitney Houston when he was walking along that grass.
Are you not? Because I was thinking about this the last time with the Clermont one. You were all sad about Clermont leaving. You're not
Bring him
sad
back,
about
bro. Bring him back. The baldy ninja.
Jamie, I need to
Yeah.
ask what team you support because I'm looking at a profile picture and it's 2-1 Motherwell against Rangers. Is
That's
that you're a
Celtic
Motherwell
fan.
fan
Is
or a
that what
Celtic
I'm
fan?
saying?
Aye.
I've already told you this. Motherwell have just Celtic before the bus fare. Sticky
Every other trip
Celtic.
choose Rangers without the bus fare, I know.
I know, mate. Motherwell and
I see-
Ackies are used. Definitely.
Natalie, you're back in
everybody's
here
used.
asking a question, right? But we
I'm not
asked you
even
earlier
answered
on,
mine.
who do
Cheeky
you want as the
bastard.
next Celtic manager?
Who, me?
No, Natalie.
No.
Oh, right.
I asked her about 20 minutes ago. I think her ears were off.
Who would
Jamie,
you
what
want,
team do you
Jamie?
support? Tell us what team you support, Jamie, by.
What?
Why not?
Who would you
Settle
want,
sleep in.
Jamie?
Aye. Celtic, man. Oh, we already know. He's
Alright.
fucking hoping Big Ange gets put in his arse this weekend.
Right, if
Alright,
Ange
mate.
turns it around at Nottingham Forest, right, and we can't get him.
Alright, mate.
Alright.
Nutson.
If I was a Hearts fan, mate. If I was a Hearts fan,
Mhm.
I would. What?
Is he Cockney? If I
I
was a
know, that was a
Hearts
bit
fan,
that was
mate.
a
If
bit
I
cockney,
fucking
wasn't it? For a
Hearts
Hearts
fan, mate.
Jim
Well, he's
Goodwin,
been in
Jamie
London
would
for a
say.
long time, wasn't he? So,
Jim Goodwin.
Get out my pub, mate.
Yeah, my pub. If Vange was unavailable and Brendan Rodgers was to walk the Mora, I don't know, man. I need a bit of time to think about it. I've not thought about that, so.
Right, you've got 5 minutes.
I've got 5 minutes, right?
We're
Okay.
taking you answers on the spot and you think you're getting 5 minutes.
Right, will I tell you an answer on the spot then?
Aye, bro.
I would go for... Fuck.
Never happening. See you later. Catch you tomorrow, Corey.
Jim Goodwin. Jim Goodwin.
Oh, dear.
Are you fucking having a laugh?
No, Jim Goodwin's a good manager, mate.
Is that because you get the season ticket?
No, because he's a good manager.
He's blowing
Andy
into the
as a
mascot every game.
Andy as a Celtics fan.
Good and
Why
old.
not?
Oh, no.
Do you
I'm
think
a
he could
Celtics
handle
fan,
it,
boys.
Jamie?
Only banter. I'm old enough to remember this. Same as you.
I'm younger than him too, you cheeky bum.
I bet you look the oldest. We've told you this before.
Yeah, I know, it's bad, isn't it? Go bridge and all
Hope
that.
everybody
Half the
watching
fun.
is subscribed to the channel and watches all the interviews we're doing and all the podcasts we're doing.
We got one tomorrow.
Aye, mate, I'll say that at the end in a wee second. Big
That's
Andrew
fine, mate.
Big Andrew Bodo Glimp manager, Natalie says. I was thinking Bodo Glimp manager, but you're not going to get him now, man. That's
But
just not going to happen.
see, the
We're
thing
never gonna
is,
get him.
Celtic fan was talking to me about it today, the old boy in work, and that's what he said. I think they're building a new stadium and all that to go with his ambition.
Aye.
And he's been offered all sorts of jobs and no took it.
I know.
Do you know what I mean? But
Definitely.
he's a choice, isn't he? Plays good fit, but aye, what's this?
Scotty says, I really don't understand why Rangers have sacked Russell Martin.
Wait, yeah.
They're clearly the trolling,
He's got-
Scotty boy. You're at the
He's got a
trolling.
boy in his name and it's not got an H, but he's got Fortnite. I'm not knowing how to take this, boy.
If he's no fucking trolling, then it's absolutely baffling.
He's got to be a Hearts fan.
Big Brussels farting.
All good, lads. I subbed and liked. Well done, Jamie
There
boy.
you
That's what I
go.
like to see.
Right, you get into the fantasy league next year, Jamie boy.
Aye, we've got a fantasy league, mate. You can come in next year.
Get your pants pulled down.
Go and watch some of the interviews we've done. We've spoke to some really, really good, high quality names, haven't we, lads?
Aye.
So tomorrow we're speaking to a couple of lads. One is a boy called Jamie Kelly, and the other one is a guy called Blair Glynn. And Blair had a stroke, and Jamie had a brain. I don't know if it was a brain aneurysm or a brain. He had a brain injury. He had a brain injury, and they both kind of met. I don't know how they've. I'm looking forward to hearing the story and stuff, but they're both met, and then they're actually played in a World Cup for Scotland's cerebral palsy team. So,
I've seen all that.
So we're talking to the boys tomorrow night, which I'm really looking forward to. And then obviously we'll just arrange a time and a date with Guillaume Balaguer, who, by the way, I think it's Guillaume Balag, can it?
I think we say Balaguer, aye, because of the way we speak.
I'm pretty sure at that podcast we went to a few years ago where he was a guest, they were calling him Balag.
Is it to get an Espanol tap?
I remember running across the road to get a photo with him, actually.
He's an Espanol fan.
Tell him that. Get a wee fucking photo of him and walk about, wasn't
Aye. He was quite happy. Just like
I
couldn't remember his name.
He went to the fucking podcast?
Aye. He's a big...
That was mad.
I was saying this to Jamie. Did you see
that you spoke to him?
They went to Blackpool and they had Ross Wallace as a special guest.
No.
They went down to Blackpool and they stole our guest offers.
Exactly. We done it first, guys, if you're watching.
Jamie, we done it first.
We done it first. Get up.
Kidding
on, man. Kidding on. And then obviously I've announced as well that we're going to be talking to Tam Cowan, that Corey done a wee bit of genius and got Tam for us. So looking forward to that. We just need to organise a few things to get that sorted.
That's how we can't walk.
At the end of the month. You better be able to walk by then, Corey.
It's sponsored by Hamilton Newsstand.
By the way, if anybody knows of anybody who does kind of filming and producing, does sound and all that, give me a message. We'll pay you in self-esteem. We'll pay you in...
We won't
Aye, mate.
not pay
I'll
you.
pay you in slaggins if you're a Celtic fan.
Even if you're a Rangers fan or not, fuck you.
Aye, fuck you. What school did you go to? What's your name, Declan?
Mate,
Biggest Rangers fan going, but
start Rangers manager was shocking for 2 years. That's meant to be disgusted. It's Rangers
I've been a good Celtic fan for the spelling before. No, haven't it?
Disgusted.
But he's getting back to Graham Souness, right? You don't get fucking time in football. Alex Ferguson get 5 years. David Moyes got about 6 months. Taking years for Alex Ferguson, it doesn't work like that anymore.
I still think you're trolling, Scotty boy. You must be, mate. You absolutely must be.
I agree with Jamie there that he was fighting a losing battle for the get-go because nobody wanted him. And he's like the first game of the season. Jamie, you said that.
No. He was getting on about Wayne's giving him the fingers in front of their dads. Of course, you're fucking shite.
He's saying it's a bit.
I drive by Park Heath and I get all my mates to get it on Vicky.
I think that's what I've done growing up and all. Go, that's
you know what I mean? It's just the way it is. And see people that moan about it, fuck off. That's just the way football is.
Right, we'll end on that then. Davey telling everybody to fuck off.
Right. See you
everybody.
Remember,
subscribe, like, comment. Goodbye.
Bye,